Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for a Night Morpher 03 Cyclops, and I believe this is made by Mastermind Creations. And an awesome gift from my good friend Vector. It's amazing. Can't believe he gave me this. And this is pretty cool. I believe this is based off a Shockwave, and it looks like like one of those old steam-powered U-boats or a submarine. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a U-boat, but not too familiar. But it's a submarine, and it looks cool. Really nice, and it transforms into a huge shockwave. But yeah, and again, special thanks to Vector. We've been friends for quite a bit now, and it's actually the first person I contacted in person. This is way back where most of my friends are online, especially with the Gundam community, and I finally said, you know what, maybe I should start meeting my friends in person, and Vec is the first one. And from then on, I've started meeting more people locally. Yeah. And he's actually the first person to introduce me to Tatsu Hobby. How about that? Yeah, it's been a while, and he's been a good friend. He collects action figures, Gunpla 2, and Gundams at one point. He kind of moved out of the Gunpla, but he still collects. He does collect more of the American action figures, like the Marvel Legends, and you know, that's something I like, because I kind of ask him about certain things that I don't have, and vice versa. He asks me stuff because I mostly buy Japan collectibles. Anyways, that's enough of that introduction. Some of you might want to just check this out, but I just want to share my little story about how I got this. Alright, so let's take a look inside. Alright, we got the steamboat here, and he looks amazing. It's just crazy. Look at that, the top side, the deck, all silver. It's showing blue again in my camera. I think it's the same issue with the Quake Wave, which I also got from Vector. So in particular, this is actually purple, metallic purple. But then again, I'm looking at my camera screen, it's probably different from what it actually is. I've already transformed this once and transformed it back. It's actually quite an amazing transformation. It's huge. Alright, so after you get all of the packaging, you can actually put everything inside the submarine. And there's a few gimmicks. For one, you got this on both sides. You got the moving turrets. It just swivels. Other than that, there's a secret compartment here, which you can have the anchor. If you can get this out here with a long chain. Quite surprisingly, it fits there. There is a port underneath there, or on the top side, which you can connect at the end of this guy here. Also, let's put this back. Underneath, and if you're wondering what this is just a packaging plastic that I've found or saved. It's great for holding, you know, big things such as this. I've used that with Biolante as well. I think I'm trying to remember how to open this bottom side here. There's a little compartment here that I can open. This is quite heavy, actually. There we go. So underneath, there we go. I'm trying to get this thing up. There's actually the little submarine here, which I'm just gonna go ahead and take out. And there we go. Which is really cool. Let's take a quick look on this one. Actually, let's put this back. And you gotta bear with me. The whole thing is just big, and it's transforming and getting the panels to line up. It could be a It takes a little bit of time. There we go. Alright, we got the little submarine here. Got this little thing here. And we'll go over the transformation of this guy in a bit, but I just want to quickly show that it's quite nice. I like that metallic purple in the middle here. Yep. Alright, so that's this little submarine here. Yeah, but again, amazing. Now, transformation wise, I might do it in segments. There are certain parts it's really hard to do in front of the camera, and it's one of those I gotta be really careful. There are a few pegs that seems really fragile, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I'm just gonna go with memory. I'll transform this once. Alright, so actually we might use that. First thing we do is kind of ship this around this part here, and this will allow us to work on the middle panel. Now the next part is to remove this segment here, which that's really hard. There's tabs there which kind of pop up for you. There's one here, there's another one here, and there's a little guy here that actually holds it in together. Now removing that, maybe it's easier now since I've done it already, but again, it's yeah, just that part. I think just there we go. I'm trying to unhook this segment here, so I have something to grab underneath. There we go. There we go. This peg right here is very fragile, and actually we're gonna use that afterwards too. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's a little peg that goes here. The question is, why did they use that peg? Why? Alright, same thing with the other side. Again, you already seen the problem with this. It's just big. But at the same time, it's fun. Having to transform something big. Alright, so there we go. Probably open it up. So once you get this bottom part here, it's actually it separates too and opens up. This whole cable here actually goes to the side here, and we're gonna worry about that later on. It's actually the wings. Now we can see the bottom part, which is the whole leg on the back here. And next part is, you see this circular part here? It's actually the torso. I think some of them, yeah. Some of the parts, it's either a number mark or they scrape the plastic. I can't really tell, but so anyways, this part here, it's a circular part, just pegs into that, and it should hold in place. Well, that's the idea. There we go. You got the side skirt here on both sides. The next part here is crazy, because this whole thing you can swing out, and it's only held by that little connection here, which, yeah. And again, I'm talking about these little pegs here from before, which can be connected there. It's crazy, just a little connection. So anyways, we'll just let it dangle there for, okay, maybe not a good idea. Actually, for this part, I let it dangle like this, although it's still sideways. Just gonna give us a little bit of space to work on the feet. I believe, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't matter now which. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna crack this thing in half, You get the two legs here, and start shifting this in front again. There's that peg there. You can see it's a little bit of scrapage. Right, I need to... Where's that panel? So I'm trying to locate the panel. It's... Huh. Where is that panel? There we go. This whole panel opens up. And you actually get some details once you flip this over. That's that part. There we go. And on the front, I actually saw a little bit of paint mishap there, but it's fine. We're gonna open this panel here, if it will allow me. There we go. We're gonna shift all this, kind of like the shin. It's actually a mechanism over there. Not sure if you can see that. See this segment here, it actually, there's a joint there that kind of just moves along, kind of like a track. So we're gonna shift this up and this thing over, and it's one of those you can only work, you're working one segment, but you get the rest of them all connected together. And this part here, it's just... Jeez. I'm not even sure if I'm doing it right. I'm able to move it up, and I think that's about it. Do the same thing for the other side. Probably not the best transforming video. There we go. It's one of those, you gotta be just really careful. At the same time, you just gotta go with it. Alright, so I move all the shin up. Now for the feet, getting back to this, you're gonna open this up, you get the whole feet. There we go. Yeah, I probably need to... Huh. See, I think you can still ship this more forward. But, you know, this part here is preventing you. But that's probably... There we go. And this part goes forward. Yay for paint scrapage. Well, it's not really scraping, but you will get it. It's one of those you just can't prevent. Alright, open this up again. Similarly to the other one. And this foot here extends. And this is supposed to... push this back. Same thing with this guy here. There we go. Alright, so I think I got the leg part somehow. There we go. You get all this shifting armors. Alright, that's pretty much it for the leg. Alright, next part. Holy cow. You know what? I might as well do that now. So this whole torso thing, we're gonna shift this forward here. Kind of see the outline, and sometimes the little pegs I was talking about does get caught. So just move this cable out of the way. So those pegs will connect, and you're actually gonna shift this whole back this way towards me. There we go, and also that segment here. Yeah, this whole thing, trying to get this to lock. There we go. Then I'm probably just gonna lock this the other way. There we go. So the main torso is now locked. It just, whoa, it just slides that way, and you have the main torso here. Now, the next part, okay, we got all this wing part here, which actually can rotate. There we go. Alright, we'll worry about that in a bit. Now we're gonna work on the left arm. So for the left arm, I'll shift this down, and this part, I believe, as you shift this forward, this whole thing moves, and you can extend it some more. Right, it's pretty cool, and that's basically the left arm. We're just gonna shift this up, move this down, and you get the shoulder there. Maybe just point the turret forward. Now on the right side, oh man, another fun part. Right, I believe you're gonna, there's pegs there. You can just, actually I think this part here we open the bottom side again, like last time. Get this thing out. I'm just basically opening any panel I can. I have an idea where it's supposed to go. Like this one here. There we go. Fun stuff. Alright, so just get all the panels open for now. And the same thing here. I think the instruction is telling you to press this one down so you can get the tabs out. There we go. Once you get the tabs out, you can extend that. There we go. So this kind of works as the shoulder part here, kind of like on the other side. And I'm not sure if it's gonna show well, but there's kind of like an L shape there. Basically, we're gonna move this out like what I just did, and I have to, which is kind of hard, I cannot see it from this angle here, but I have to basically shift the whole shoulder on that L shape, and I think I just got it. Now it's kind of off-centered from here. It kind of just lifts it up, I think. There we go. Alright, so this one we can close back the hatch there, and let's see. Now next part is you got all this segment here, which we're just gonna open up. Reveal the hand. This right hand. Open this up. There we go. Close those panels. There we go. Close this out. And close the panels underneath. And we got the hand here. Another cool thing about the hand here is actually it's articulated. The fingers. You got the 3 fingers, and you get that one. You could probably have him hold a weapon, because even the articulated thumb. So that's pretty cool. Although range is limited because of the whole thing, but nonetheless, it's great. And you also see some details on the back side there. Alright. There we go. Crazy. Probably just have it this way. Alright. Trying to get this thing separated as much as possible for the legs. Alright, next part will be the head. Now the head, all this thing here, so it's right there on the back. We're just gonna lift this up here, get it over this side, then flip this around, and you got the pipe lighting there, you got the eyes, and there's a little peg here, and just holds a whole head like so. Try to peg that correctly. That's another. Come on, there we go. Alright, we got the head here. A little of light piping, fisheye a light on the back, like so. Alright, and last part is basically this whole kibble of supposedly his wings. I mean, you got the thruster there, rockets on the back, but there we go. You can actually fold this out, which by just shifting these panels here, which could be another daunting task. There we go. This is just opening it. If you get the idea, same thing here. But again, this is my second time transforming it, and you kind of just get the idea of how it is. And you know, everything just goes together. There we go. So you get the wings here. I mean, you can spread it apart, but you get the idea. There's actually another option where you can actually fold this out, which is, I think, kind of like the same way. Or probably just gonna go like that. No, I mean, that kind of works. There we go. Forgot to mention that actually there's a peg here. You can have the Gatling gun stick out, but it does not rotate. There we go. This one I believe doesn't have any lighting gimmicks, unlike the Quake Wave, but you don't really need that much. Yeah, this guy's amazing. Alright, we got Cyclops here, and he looks massive. Just a lot of stuff. And it actually can do a wide stance on the foot here. You can move the toe on an angle, so you can do a wide stance, which I really like. You do have knee articulation too, but I'm not sure why would you want to bend the knees, but yeah, you can. Also, if you move the front skirt up, you know, there's a joint there. You get the swivel, so it's fairly articulated, but you know, for what I hate that nice, but for what you can do, or in terms of displaying this guy, more than likely you're just gonna have him on a wide stand pose. He's massive. He can't really do a lot of dynamic poses, and you get articulation with the shoulder. I mean, despite have a massive right there, he can still move it to a certain degree. So that's great. And it's one of those that after probably transforming it, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna keep him transformed. He looks amazing. Now I want to do a quick comparison with Quake Wave, the one I got from Beck also. That's a quick comparison. Quake Wave is right here. He's small compared to this guy. Well, not that small, but just in terms of mass, how massive that Cyclops is, he's huge. This is just an amazing figure. Alright, so that's that. And I think this part here you can attach on the back side. Right here. There we go. Yeah, I mean, maybe you can have hold it on the other side or something. Yeah, maybe we can do that. It's gonna... Yeah, I think... There we go. Something to try out. And that kind of reminds me of this thing here going up. Yeah, this is just a very interesting design, and it works pretty well. I really like this. Next part, where's that little guy? Here, let's go transform this little guy. Alright, this little guy here. Surprisingly, this is actually a mini-me of Cyclops. Yeah, it's gonna look almost like that. So we're gonna remove all of this, kind of like what we did on the middle section of the submarine. But on this one, we're just gonna remove, and there's a peg that's stuck. There we go. And this does tend to pop off. It's just on a ball joint. Pop it back in, and alright, and basically already seen a kind of like the body here. Good. Then on the legs, then we just rotate this, and I just pop off another joint. There we go. Same thing with this one. Rearrange it. Actually, it's this way. Flip down the front skirts, and there's a little gimmick here for the foot, which every time I try to move, it just tends to pop off like that. So I'm not really sure. It's supposed to go this way, and I always have a problem with that. There we go. Right. You got the feet there. This one is actually, you can extend it. That's probably why it's kind of loose. There we go. That's an elbow joint too. Why is it so loose? I wonder if there's a joint that it locks into. Anyways. You get that part. You also have a little hand right there. And the way you see it, it looks like the big guy there. Kind of like the boat shape or the bow on the right hand. Then you have the cannon blaster. Even on the design on his chest. The front skirt, the side. Even this thing here. It's a mini-me. Alright, so you can rotate down, and even this whole thing here. This part you can rotate around. I think that's, and there's some pegs on the underside. You just gotta push it in. This thing can just, yeah, I think it's just folds like this. There we go. On the back side. So yeah, this little guy is amazing. He has like a really strong resemblance to the big guy. And pretty cool transformation. I like this. In terms of articulation, there you go. You can bend. It's a little loose. But you can get some articulation there. Shoulder, the elbow. Really nice. And I think that's about it. And pretty much that's about it for the review. Again, this is a great rendition for Shockwave Cyclops. Pretty cool. I really enjoyed this figure. And again, I would like to thank Vector for getting me this awesome present. Just an amazing guy. Yeah, and this will be part of my Shockwave collection. Pretty cool figure. I forgot to also add that I didn't fill any die cast on this. Most of this is just plastic. Even this part here that looks like it might have been die cast on the chest, but it just painted silver, which is actually quite nice. Unlike the Quake Wave here, you got a lot of die cast part, especially on that leg right there. Yeah, but this one is heavy. Just you got a lot of plastic in there. And yeah, as you can see, it's quite massive. Pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's about it for the review. If you have any question, I'll try my best. I'm not a... How do I call this? Transformers is not my forte, but I can answer some questions. Something particular that I can check out on this particular figure, I might be able to. But I do like Transformers. They're fun action figures to have. And just the transforming, the engineering that went through them. Quite great figures. That's about it. Also, don't forget to check out Vector's channel. I'll provide the link down below. So otherwise, that's about it for the review. And yeah, so until then, this means thanks for watching.